The single-family market in Calgary has undergone a complete transformation in the last 6 months. 6 months ago, homes were selling $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 above asking. In some cases, some sellers were receiving $100,000 to $150,000 more than their list price. It was an amazing experience for a lot of sellers at that time. Today, it's a different story. So if you have to sell, what are you going to do to A, make sure that you can sell in today's market, and B, make sure that you position your property to ensure that it sells for the highest price possible. First, sellers have to be aware that the market shift is real, and so seller expectations have to shift. Selling for $50,000 above asking in 2 days is not the norm anymore. For one, list prices are higher than they were, and for another, sales have dropped by 35% in the single-family house market. And the number of active listings has now increased by almost 2% versus the same time period last year. Sellers have to remember that it was a combination of low inventory levels as well as lower interest rates that created the sales frenzy that we experienced earlier this year. So awareness is key, but also is ensuring that your listing is positioned in the best light possible to ensure that it can succeed despite the current market conditions. How do you go about doing that? A, hire the right agent. Here you have to follow Pareto's principle, the 80-20 rule. In real estate, I think it's more like the 90-10 rule, where 90% of the public is being serviced by 10% of the agents. In other words, hire an agent that can give your listing the highest level of success so you can avoid failure. Don't hire somebody who is just going to put it on the MLS system, do one of these, and hope that a buyer comes and buys the property. B, take ownership and make sure that your property shines. In real estate, first impressions and presentation are everything. So don't go to market until your home is fully prepared for showings and for the pictures. Remember, the first showing happens online, so you want to make sure that that your listing is impressive when it is being presented on the MLS system and on websites, etc. If your repairs are not completed yet, then don't go to market. Okay? Make sure that the repairs are completed before you go to market. Also, pretend for a moment that you are the buyer for your home. If you walked into your home, would you be impressed enough to want to make an offer on the property, especially when you're comparing it with other homes that have been prepared to go to market? Your real estate agent should be able to guide you on how to prepare your home for the market, as well as guide you on what is happening in the current local market. C, don't use spring price market trends to price your property today. You have a huge chance of overpricing the property, and if that happens, then the listing is likely to stay on the market for a longer period of time. And what we see is that the longer that the property stays on the market, the less it ends up selling for in the long run. What you need to do is ensure that the property is accurately priced and along the market trend lines. Accurate pricing is the key to ensuring that you have the best chance at selling for the highest price. The biggest takeaway I want to give to sellers, and this applies if you're currently having issues selling your property, or if you have to sell in the near future, you have to put your best foot forward. And this is in terms of pricing the property accurately, as well as choosing the right agent to guide you along the sales process, and ensuring that the property is well positioned in terms of presentation, making sure that it shines, that it's in good repair, and that it's going to look its best when somebody looks at the pictures online, on social media, and when they look at the property, when they walk through the door. You want to make a very good first impression when that buyer first sees the home. This is going to give your listing the best chance at not failing despite the market conditions, and ensuring that you can have the best chance at moving forward with the next stage of your life.